Hey guys, welcome back to KY Coins and Collectibles. And I just wanted to show you some of the coins I have put together that I'm going to try to submit here in the next few days. I have a box that I normally just throw some coins in if I feel like I want to get them graded at some point, and then I'll go through them and pick out the ones I want to grade and then maybe save for a later time. So I've got a few of them picked out here. As you can see, I've got some type coins, and I really like my older type coins. And I'll start with these two. These are the 20-cent pieces. I've got four of them, but these two are the better dates. I've got this is the 75 Philly. This is the first year they made it. And I believe I've got about $200 in this one. And the next one is the 75cc. So that's the Carson City. And this was a lot higher mintage than the Philly. The Philly had around 38,000. The Carson City had 133,000, but the Carson City sells for a lot more. The price is about $50 to $70 more in the same condition and grade than the lower mintage one. So it's always kind of puzzled me why that was. I mean, same grade. This one is 100,000 less minted, and it's cheaper than this one. So, but anyways, I wanted to get, if y'all kind of know, I have not really looked into it. I know in the later years when they done the 20-cent pieces, they melted a bunch down from the Carson City, actually the 76. They melted a bunch down. I believe they melted all of them is what they said, and only maybe a few got out. So I wonder if that was the same thing for the 75s. But I really like this series, and they're just very unique, and you don't see many of them. Like I said, I've got four. My other two that I have are the San Francisco minted ones, the 75S, and they made around a little over 1 million of those. So that was, if you get one, it'll probably be a 75S. And so they done them between 1875 and 1878, with the 77 and the 78 being proofs only, and there's only a handful. I think the book gives 510 and 600 proofs, so them are rare. And the 76s and the 76cc, them are really rare. And they said the 76cc, as I just said, most of them were melted down. But this, I mean, they only made these a few years, so I feel like these coins are undervalued with such low mintage and the span of their life. I mean, they didn't last long. People thought they looked too familiar, like too close to the quarter. I believe they were only off just a little bit of being the same size. So they didn't go over good with the public, so they quit making them. But they're really unique pieces. I love them, and I try to get one at a good deal any time I can, because I feel like the prices will really jump up on them. But here, the two I have, like I said, one, I think I gave around $200 for this one, the Philly. And this one, I believe I gave $350 for. I had to give a little more for this one. The guy was wanting $399, $400 for it. And I got this one at a pawn shop, actually, and he had never seen a 20-cent piece, and I was really wanting it. And it's got some nice toning. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of green looking. But this one has some really crazy toning going on. So I don't know. They made about 1,200 proofs this year. I don't know if this one is an old proof or it's just been polished and that's retoning. So I think that's why I wrote PL ? But I'm really wanting to get these two graded. I mean, they're unique. I love these two, and I know I got a good deal on them. I got room to get them graded, authenticated at least. I just want to preserve them. So them are a couple of my favorite coins I have. And staying with like the type coins, I've got a trade dollar. It's in pretty good shape. I would say it's at least AU, maybe low MS. I can't tell if it's been cleaned or not. But it's got some great details. So I'm hoping this one comes back. I really want to get this one graded. I don't have a graded trade dollar, and that's my nicest one. I've got about 10 cap bust halves, and this is one of my nicer ones. So I was wanting to get it graded. I believe I had about $180 on that one. So that's 1830. And I love these cap bust halves. Just beautiful. So I want to get that one graded. Cap bust half dime. These little guys are tiny. I mean, they're like a little bigger than my pinky nail. And this one's in pretty good shape. There is a little tiny pinhole right above the date, which it doesn't go all the way through, and it's really tiny. So I don't know if they'll say this one's hold or not. It's not really a hole all the way through, but it looks like it had been poked with a pin or something. It's very tiny. You might be able to see it right there. A little speck above the date. But this one's got some of the best details out of the ones I've got. And I guess when I'd bought it, the gentleman had put $175 red book for a price sticker. I think I got it around $100. So it's a really nice coin, one of my better grades. I've got a handful of these half dime cap bust too, and this is one of my better grade ones. Besides the trade dollars, I've got a couple of these seeded dollars, and this is one of my better ones, and I was just wanting to get it graded. 1847 seeded dollar. I love these old dollars. These and the bust dollars, they're my favorite. Like these old dollars I just love. So I want to get one of those graded as well. Now I believe the rest of these, for the most part, are some better dates. I do have a couple of different things here. And I'll just try to go through this box real fast. I'm not getting all this graded. I'm going to try to just run through it real fast. Maybe you all tell me what you think I should get graded. This older Libertab, I don't have one of these graded. This is a 1897. It is in pretty good shape. Got some toning on it. This is my first Libertab that I've ever owned, so kind of want to get it graded. I think I got it for like $30, so I got a little room on it. Got a good deal on that. And this old King Louis, this is one of my older foreign coins, 1766 France, silver. It's got low mintage, 42,000, 12 soles. and it's just a really neat coin. These older, bigger foreign coins I just love. So may get it graded. Got it for a pretty good deal. I feel like, and I've not seen many. I looked these up on eBay, and I only seen like one that was in worse shape, and it was going for like, I think, $100. So I think I'd put 125 on this. Is about what I could find. So it's a really neat coin. The rest of these, I'll do these ones. I got a couple key dates that I'm gonna try to get graded. This 1893. So if you've seen my last few videos, have purchased a few bigger collections. The last big one I had about $200 million in it, and then one of the bigger ones I had purchased before that had about 1,000 or 1,200 in it, and I've been going through them and updating mine, and the ones that update my album, I'm just putting the raw coin in it, and I'm taking out some key dates of my album and gonna get a lot of them graded. The ones in my album I'm probably not gonna get graded, but this was one of my better 93s. I've got about 4 of these, and this is one of the better ones, and it's in pretty good shape. It's not bad at all, but the one I have in my personal album is a little better than this one, so I just figured I'd leave it in there and get this one graded. A lot of the times, if I've got a Morgan that I think it's going to be over $150 to at least $200, $150 to $200, and I may have $80 in it, I'll probably go ahead and get it graded, because I've got room to get it graded and authenticated, and people just like buying graded coins better. So that gives me enough room to get them graded, authenticated, and especially this 93. It's a key date. I figure this is a $700 to $800 coin. I believe I had 800 on it. So depending on what it comes back, it's got some good details. But just wanted to get that one graded. A couple more here real fast. I've got a couple that have really good proof-like details. This was one of them. The 79S. More so on the back, and I'm hoping the front has enough to give it a PL. Peace dollar here. I know they're kind of out of order. This was a 34D. It's got decent details, and when I had done this, I'd checked on the date, and it looked like it had doubling, but I believe it's just machine doubling, because in the book there is a double die obverse, and it's got a pretty good price tag on it. So I had checked the date and the lettering and the face. There's a couple of markers to look for, and after looking at them, I don't believe this one is, but this 34D in higher grades, it has a good little price, so I'm going to go ahead and get it graded. Yeah, it's a nicer coin, better date. And this one's a better date in higher grades. It's an 89.0. I figure it's about $100, $145 coin. I think it's a AU. It's got a little bit of luster left. So, and I'm going to go through these. I don't know which ones of these I'm really going to do. I'll probably just do 20 at a time. I've got a bunch. Here's some better dates. Another VAM top 100 O over O, 82 O. Good detail. And this one you can see the O behind the other O, and it's kind of down below it, so it's really easy to see. And it's a top 100, so I'm going to try to get a few of these top 100 VAMs. An 83S. It's a better date in the higher grades. It's kind of, once you hit the AU and extra fine, the price really jumps. So a couple of these I'm going to look at. This 84S, same thing. Once you get those higher grades, the price really jumps. And I had about $100 on those two coins, so I don't know if I'll do those. 96S, I think I had $180 on that one. And it's got some good details left. It's a good original coin, so that may be. I got a couple 8 tail feathers, and these had come out of the collection I just bought. And I'd also bought a set, a 2-book set, the early years and the later years, and a lot of those coins updated my coins. And so a lot of these coins I've got here come out of my old set and that set. I've bought a couple good sets here lately, some collections, so I'm very happy with the collections I've got here at the end of the year. Spent a lot of money, so they better be good. These two, this one's got some really dark toning, but it is the 8 tail feather. A lot of people like those dark ones. A lot of people don't, so some do, some don't. This one you can see really good. It's got a good original luster left on it. And these are nice. I think I've got 180 on these. 150, 180. So I think them are the only two 8 tail feathers I've got. A 95O, a better date, a harder date. So I upgraded my other one in my personal collection, took this one out, so I'm going to get this one graded. I'll probably be selling a lot of these. I still have the 93S I need to get to complete my set, and then I'm just going to upgrade each coin as I come across them and can afford them. So let's pick a few more out of here, and I'll just run through these. I don't know if I've got prices on a lot of these. 78 7 tail feather, 79 79O, and they've got a little bit of luster, like probably AU 58 or 61. There's an 03 Philly. It's not bad looking. And I'm still waiting on my NGC submission to come back, so they should start on it this week. So hopefully in a couple weeks I'll have it back. 84S. And here, nope, that ain't 84S. I've got it in a different holder. This is a 79. Oh, which this one looks really nice. So these are just some of the better dates and higher grades. 91 Philly. And sorry for the marker. The gentleman that I had bought these off of, he had wrote on those. I got a couple toned ones. These are really nice. I love getting toned coins. graded and photographed. True view on the PCGS. And this one is a 81S. And this one is a 82S. So I figured these probably come out of the same collection, where they've got about the same toning, and they're just a year apart. So them have some crazy toning on it. Some nice purples and greens and blues. So them probably look good under that True View. An 03. Don't know. Got a bunch of 03s in this collection. 03 Philly. A lot of these I'm not going to get graded. Probably more of these. Some better dates. 86 0. An 03 Philly. These 03 Phillies, I've got a bunch of mint state ones. I wish they were New Orleans. Here's a nicer Buffalo, and I believe it is a 38D. So that's one of the nicer Buffalo nickels I've got. And I believe I've got one sent in to NGC. So just to run through the rest of these, 87. That one's got some nice toning on the side. It looks green, greenish purple. That one's really nice. And sorry, you can't see the back that good. That's a 92 Philly. It's got some good luster on it. All of these Morgans, like the last collection I had bought, he had put every Morgan he had in these hard cases, so that was a good way to protect them. He spent a lot of money on just cases. 97S, that was nice. So I'm going to go back through a bunch of these Morgans and just find some better years. And this might be a mixture of stuff. 78 or 98.0, 1900, 91S. 87 Philly, and that one's pretty nice. That one looks pretty clean. Not a lot of dings on it. So I may get that one graded. The 86S. This is a better date too. The key dates I like getting graded because everybody they're a lot harder to find, these key dates. So a lot of my key dates. Here's one of my old tone coins. I want to get it graded. 92S. The 92S, this one's a low grade, but in higher grades the price jumps like thousands. So I'll put that over here with my 84 and 83. Yeah, these had come out of my collection, my original set, and I've just upgraded them over the years. Oh yeah, this one I found in one of the sets collections I've bought. This is a VAM 1A, I believe, and it is the whisker jaw. So on her neck, there's a piece of metal or silver that it's like a die crack right in the bend of her neck. It looks like a whisker. There, you can see right there. Yep. So that is a VAM 1A, and that's the first one I've seen of those, so I figure I'd get it graded too. It's in pretty high grade condition too, so probably get that one graded. And I've got a bunch of these toned piece dollars, and you never really come across the toned piece dollars. So in one of the collections I had bought a few months ago, there was probably 10 really nice toned piece dollars. I mean, they had purple, blues, and they were dark. I don't know how good they'll show up under this light, but you just never see toned piece dollars. So I figured I'm going to pick out a few of the better ones. And I'll try to hurry up here. I know y'all just want to see the coins. That one's really nice. It's got some purple. And they look high grades too, so you have to, when you're looking at tone coins, I've realized they can be mint state with luster, like some of that original luster under it, but it's hard to see. So you have to really look past the tone. Like, I'll see if I get this one. You can still see that cartwheel, but it's behind the luster. Yeah, so you have to really train your eye to look at these tone coins that are toned this heavy. Yeah. So, but these are some of the better ones here. And this one, I really like this one. And this one's really dark. Yeah, so those two are really nice. I think I've got a couple more here. Yeah, that one I don't even know why is in there, but I believe it's a cat bust dime. Here's another toned, and this one's like a gold. Yeah. So if you like toned piece dollars, there they are. A couple of these other ones real fast. I'll probably just, most of these I'm going to get graded. A classic head, the half, I believe that's a half cent, 1843. It's a little better date. And it's got a little bit of, let me see, these older large cents and half cents are hard to see. They're so dark, so a lot of times they don't pick up good. But it's got some good details, and it's a lower mintage. May get it graded. Got some better date walkers here. the 21S's, and I believe 21S. I've got a few of those, which I probably won't get these graded. If I do anything with these, it'll be like Annex. So I don't have a lot of money invested in them, because I think they're about $80 to $100, and I don't want to have I don't want to have $30 invested in getting it graded. So usually my ideal is use Annex for your lower value stuff, but like are good, like if you want to authenticate it and get it graded, an $80 coin, send it to Annex, or a nice Mercury dime, send it to Annex, because you don't want to have an $80 coin and put $30 in it to get it graded, and you can't get 110 or 120 out of it. So the Annex is good. So, and let me see here, 1916D Obverse. So the Obverse, the mint mark, is over here under In God We Trust, and I believe they done two different types, like a type 1, type 2. So the Obverse basically is type 1, and then the reverse mint mark would be like type 2, and it's over here on the corner, as you can see on these 21S's. They're right here. So these are some better dates. People are always trying to put together Walker sets, and these 21S's are harder to find. And these 16Ds, they're harder to find. Not as hard as like the Mercury dime. So, and this one I'd found going through a bunch of Indian heads, and I believe it's like a grease dye. So this one's really neat. If you can see it, the date, it's an 18, don't know what it is, because where the next number should go, it's an 18 something 1. I believe the die was grease filled, and it didn't make an impression. So I hope you can make that out. You can barely see something, but it is completely smooth. So I thought that was a unique error. Got a couple really nice Mercury dimes, and I think a couple of them are split bands, but these are really nice. But they're not going to be worth probably sending to PCGS, so I'd probably do Annex on those two. I mean, they're really nice, mint, good luster, but I can't put an extra $35 into getting it graded. But I can do 20 or 10 if they have a good deal. So them are nice, higher grades. This one's really nice, and I've got probably about 10 more like this that are really high grade. So I want to figure out when to send those in. Off center penny, it's a memorial. Them are always fun. And another cap bust. I had just got this one, and it's got good details on it. I mean, really nice. I mean, probably low mint state details, but I believe it's been cleaned. But it is very nice. I don't have quite $300 in it, so I think I've got a little bit of room, and it's a higher grade coin, so I want to get it graded. I'll put it here with the other one. Uh, 24S is a better coin, higher grade. I had put 325 on that one. So a lot of these, and it's weird because looking at my grade, like my red book, piece dollars, higher grades, they're starting to bring a lot of like premium. Like once you hit mint state and AU on a lot of the later dates, piece dollars, I mean, you're talking a few $100s, so they're jumping quite a bit on their prices. So if you can find some good piece dollars, pick them up. So I got some good higher grade later dates piece dollars, so I'm going to try to get some of them graded. An 03, that one's pretty good shape. A 78, 84O, like that one's really nice. It's almost proof-like in the back. Really no marks at all in the fields. And the cheek is the same way. That one's actually like not a lot of marks at all. I think that's why I picked that one out. Another 03. I told you I had a bunch of 03s. If y'all are trying to get some 03s, I've got them. 1900 and 1880 with the low contact marks on the cheek too. So that one looks really good. A little bit of toning around the edges. I got $100 on that one. Let's see what I put on that one. 70. Okay, that's it. I believe. I think I've got one more up here. Yeah. Just a regular 23, but it's really clean. Great details. Not a lot of hits on it either. I think I'd put MS66 on this one because it is really nice. There's no marks or anything on it. So this one's really nice. It's one of the nicer ones. And these mint state, higher mint state piece dollars, they're bringing good premium. So I'm gonna try to get some of mine graded. If y'all have got some, start sending them in. If they're higher mint state, they're starting to bring a little more value. So, but that's it. I just wanted to show you what I'd kind of set back. I've got a lot more to go through. Just haven't had time. We've had a lot of snow here in eastern Kentucky, so I've had some time to look through the stuff. So that's really it. I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you all giving me the feedback and subscribing and liking my videos and communicating on there, the comments. I like interacting with everybody. I'm almost at 600 subscribers. I believe I was at 599 when I was making this video, so I'm like one subscriber away from having 600. I believe when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do like a giveaway, probably just like a grab bag. I've got a bunch of like coins that I can put together, a nice little collection, and just like a handful of coins that I want to donate to somebody. So once I hit 1,000, I want to make a video and I'll put some of my random coins together and like a little random grab bag, and I'll do a giveaway to show you all my appreciation. And I appreciate you all staying with me and listening to me mutter on. So hope you all have a good night. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned.